This is It Came Cheap. That's where I like to take a look at a few products or items that I found at prices on the low. Today, we're going to take a look at some cheap Walmart phones. Mainly Apple iPhones, kind of related to Walmart, on a budget. Let's check them out. So let's get into it. A quick briefing on my iPhone history. My first iPhone was a 4S, and I wanted to get it because of a trivia app that my friend had called QuizUp. It was a cool trivia app, and it was the reason that I started kind of looking for an iPhone. Ended up finding one for about $130 for a 4S with only 8 gigabytes. And can't shoot a lot of video with that. And it was an okay phone, I guess, for its time, but it wouldn't pull up a YouTube video all quick and snappy like. And the volume on it was a little low, but it was definitely better than my previous smartphone. That was just horrible. Alright, so cut to my iPhone 4S ends up breaking, and I call AT&T up and get on a payment plan, and I get an iPhone 6. iPhone 6, get my sister in, she gets one too. iPhone 6 was 64 gigabytes. I want to say it was $650 about 4 or 5 years ago. And made payments on it. Well, after I was through with my payments, I went to Straight Talk. AT&T, I was done with them. It wasn't a contract. Done with AT&T. Paid the phone off. And I was happy with my 6. Until about 4 years after I had it, the battery started dying quick. And I had to upgrade again. I could have just changed the battery, which I did end up doing. I ended up changing the battery on it. But I got impatient and got a 10S Max. I don't regret it because I like my 10S Max, but I was still okay with my 6. I, had some attachment to my 6. It was still a good phone. I still enjoyed it. Anyways, cut to, I like iPhones. Okay, so why I like the iPhone? I like the iPhone messaging system. When you're on with other people who have iPhones, you send a YouTube video, it doesn't just show a little link, it shows the picture and the whole thumbnail of the YouTube video. It's really neat, pictures and things like that. That's one reason. Good messaging system they have on the iPhone. Secondly, tinkering around with iMovie. It was a free app that came on my 6. iMovie, a lot of fun to play around with. I got a little, bit better. I'm still, I'm sure there's more I can do. But anyway, iMovie, it was fun to play around with. Another reason for iPhone. Another reason that I like iPhone, I'm just used to it now. I'm used to their system and how it goes and flows. Like, I'd probably be lost if I got an Android phone right now. I don't know. I'm used to the iPhone and I do still like it. So I'm not disappointed with it. I still enjoy it. Fourth thing. Now I'm sure Android's got an equivalent to FaceTime, but I don't know what it is. FaceTime's cool. I don't know if they were there first. But video chat, and I rarely use it, but it is a cool feature to have. FaceTime. Another reason I like iPhone is someone showed me how to screen record. It might sound like something simple to record what's on your screen, and I'm sure Androids can do it too. I don't know, but I was able to do it on iPhone, and that helps you make some YouTube videos if you need to. You need to film what's on your screen. It's pretty cool. I didn't know that they had that feature. It's a cool feature. And with iPhone, it seems like there's always something new you could learn. Something, you've had an iPhone for years, but you didn't know they could do this. There's always something new. I recently, and this is probably my last reason I can think of why I really like the iPhone, is the AirDrop system. If you need to move some video from one phone to another, or from your computer to your phone, AirDrop. AirDrop is awesome. It loads stuff quick. AirDrop all the way, iPhone. All right. Now I say these are Walmart phones. They're kind of Walmart phones. I've been recently buying a lot of, budget iPhones from straighttalk.com and totalwireless.com. Those are two prepaid companies that you buy the cards at Walmart and you get a cheap, no contract, month to month thing. Well, on their websites, they have phones. They sell phones. And they sell reconditioned phones. Now, what does reconditioned mean? You think it might be scratch and dent, something messed up? Well, I've had good luck with these reconditioned phones from Total Wireless or straighttalk.com. They offer them at a reasonable price. And every one I've gotten probably 10 or more. Every reconditioned phone I've got hasn't had a scratch on it, comes out brand new, looks good, works perfect. Every one where I checked the battery health was at 100%. So they're like brand new phones to me. I couldn't see much difference. They were good phones. And what I was doing, why I bought so many, was they had a deal on straighttalk.com and totalwireless.com that was so good. They were $39 for iPhone 6s. $39 for iPhone 6s with 32 gigabytes. So I was buying them, and okay, so you had to buy a plan with them. But here's the thing. The Straight Talk or Total Wireless plan that you bought with the phone doesn't necessarily have to go to that phone, and it doesn't expire. So you can I sold the plan separately on eBay. So you had to buy the plan with it to get the discounted phone, but I just sell it for almost face value of what it's worth on eBay separately. I sell the plan separately, and I've did all right. And with the phones, I got them for $39. I was selling them for about $80. So I was making about $40 on each one of these phones that I picked up at Straight Talk or Total Wireless. And then I picked up a couple for my niece and nephew, and they're just great phones for them. They love their iPhones. They're never not on them. Okay. So it's great for a kid. You don't have to have a phone plan if you got Wi-Fi. You can just watch YouTube all day. You can just do what you want with your iPhone. These are $39. That is a very low price for an iPhone. So I had to jump at that. And let's take a look at, this is kind of what you get. I picked this one up recently for $39. Let's take a better look at this. Comes in a box like this with just one power adapter and one cord there. And then this was a reconditioned phone. You see it's got a little plastic film on it, but it is super clean, not a scratch on it. And now it does have this sticker. It says, please charge your battery for at least 5 hours. Now these stickers come off. There's a little residue. You just get a little rubbing alcohol and get that right off. But this is an iPhone SE rose gold, $39, 32 gigabytes. And, you know, you got you an iPhone for 39 bucks. That is a good deal. But they were now, you know these are a good deal. You know these are a good deal when half the time Straight Talk and Total Wireless, they're out of stock on these good deals they're offering. They're out of stock. So you got to keep checking and see when they're in stock to be able to, you know, get the deals. And I maxed out on the phones I could get. Like I got 6 from Total Wireless, and they said you got a 6 phone limit within a certain amount of time. I don't know, but they stopped me at 6 at one point. But with Straight Talk and Total Wireless, They're good Walmart plans, you know, no contract. Straight Talk has reasonable prices for their unlimited data, talk, text, all that. And now, Total Wireless and Straight Talk, now they offer the newest iPhones. They offer the newest iPhones, like the 11. They got the 11. They got the 11 Pro. But it seems like all of the ones they offer are the minimum storage phones. So, like, the 11, the only ones they have only 64 gigabytes, which really isn't a lot. If you're shooting any kind of video, you'll go through 64 gigabytes pretty quick. I've come to realize that. Well, anyway, so I'm constantly checking because they're out of stock, and I just like to do it. I like to surf, you know, even if I'm not buying, I like to check on it. Well, they just put up a deal, and I think this might be the best deal yet. Now, they got one deal for an iPhone 6, 32 gigabytes, for only $60, new. A new iPhone 6 with 32 gigabytes for $60. That's a good deal. Now, the problem is the iPhone 6 doesn't have the latest iOS update, but it still functions and is good with the, you know, the last compatible iOS. It's still going to work good on a 6. But that is kind of a sign that the iPhone 6 is, you know, slowly dying. Now the SE the SE that I showed you still has support, along with the 6S. Now I picked up a couple 6S Plus, a couple of 6S Pluses, and I gave one to my niece and one to my nephew, and this one, for whatever reason, I held on to. This was a reconditioned one from Straight Talk, and it was either $100 or $90 for a 6S Plus with 32 gigabytes, and that's a pretty good deal. Now, this is my old 5-year 6 right here. I broke the screen on this, you know, like after a year after I had it or so. It was $110 just to fix the screen. You know, at the time, this might have been a newer iPhone. It might be cheaper to fix the screen on it now, but over $100 to fix the screen. And then when I finally did get a new battery, I ended up getting a new battery on this, and that was $55. So I'm talking about, I mean, for less than the cost to change out a battery, you can get a whole freaking 32 gigabyte SE iPhone. That is a stupendous deal. Stupendous. So I've been satisfied with all the reconditioned phones I've gotten. I've been really satisfied with all the reconditioned phones I've gotten from Straight Talk or Total Wireless. I can tell you, you can buy with confidence. Every one I got was very clean and worked great, except I ended up with a dud. Maybe my 12th one that I bought, it just wouldn't charge, it wouldn't do anything, wouldn't power on. It looked okay, but it wouldn't power on, wouldn't charge, wouldn't do anything. Shipped it back, they refunded my money. No harm, no foul. So I still would buy more reconditioned phones with confidence from Total Wireless or Straight Talk. And the reason they're not Walmart deals, like, Walmart isn't going to sell you a reconditioned phone necessarily, but they kind of are through Straight Talk or Total Wireless. Like, Walmart still has a hand in that to me. So I would say if you're buying from Straight Talk or Total Wireless, I'm not talking about eBay where they say refurbished, because I wouldn't trust that. I've gotten burned on eBay with anyways. But if it's Walmart or Straight Talk or Total Wireless, I would think you can buy with confidence that that phone will be clean and will be, you know, like new. Otherwise, they wouldn't sell it to you. or if they did, I'm sure they have a decent return policy if there was an issue like I had. So, I would say buy with confidence, Straight Talk Total Wireless. I'd like to show you, I'm going to show you a little clip here, and we're going to scroll through all the phones on the Total Wireless website, all the crappy phones, but I'm mainly looking at iPhones, because when we're talking cell phones, really, we're talking iPhones. Okay, starting out, you want to give them your email so you can get that 25% off coupon at Total Wireless. So we just go to the phones, click on Show All, and there's a bunch of phones to scroll through. Alright, Samsung Galaxy in stock, blah, blah, blah. 6S Gold, 128 gigabytes in stock, different colors. That's new. Then we got an iPhone 6 for $59 in stock, new. Those are new and they're good deals. 6S, still good deals on some of these iPhones. So you've got some good inexpensive options here. Just take a look through. I don't know if they're good deals on the Samsung or LG. To me, it's pretty much about the iPhones. See, all right. All right, you got the XS Max, but see, they only have like 64 gigabytes. They only have the smallest storage on the iPhones, the smallest storage option. So you can pretty much see what they have here. Scrolling through kind of fast, but that's okay. You can check it out for yourself. These are cheap Walmart phones. All right, now that one was $39 out of stock. The $39 ones go. All right. And that just about wraps them up. But this was the one that I was interested in. The 6S, 128 gigabytes, new for $150. And then we're going to show you how to get it cheaper. You add a plan, the $25 one, why not? The lowest plan they have. Okay, you buy that phone with the plan, and bam, they're going to take off $20. Let's see. Yeah, they automatically take off this $20. But we can do better than that. If you remember, I said sign in to your email and they'll send you a coupon code. Bam, plug that in, and you'll save more than the 20. You'll actually save $37.50. So after taxes and everything, and if you get rid of the phone card, this phone only costs $120. Oh, and okay. One thing. Now, if you get a Total Wireless phone, and you're likely to do that, Total Wireless tends to have the better deals and more in stock because it's not as big as Straight Talk. But say you get a Total Wireless phone, well, I believe you can take your Total Wireless phone, put a Straight Talk SIM in it, and it'll work. Total Wireless uses the Verizon towers, so it'll still work as a Straight Talk phone. But you can't do it on the reverse. You can't take a Straight Talk phone and necessarily use it as a Total Wireless phone with the Total Wireless SIM card, because all the Total Wireless phones are Verizon tower based. So you might be able to do it, but I wouldn't guarantee that you could turn a straight talk phone into a total wireless phone. I wouldn't guarantee it. But I'm pretty confident that you can take a total wireless phone and make that your straight talk phone. And a lot of people might like to do that because they might prefer straight talk over total wireless. Alright, they're basically the same though. They're similar. Like, you can tell looking at their websites that total wireless and straight talk, their websites are designed the same way, and it's like they're both owned by TracFone, and yeah, they got the same deals running at the same time. So they're very similar company. $150. 150, you know, that's a lot for somebody who doesn't want to spend a lot on a phone. But I'm telling you, that's a really good phone with all kinds of cool features. Still has the headphone jack. The last model to have the headphone jack is the 6S. So that's a plus. And they're still good phones. It was top of the line 4 or 5 years ago. This was top of the line, an $800 phone. And now it's $150. I mean, in 4 or 5 years, and it's still new. It's a new phone. And nothing depreciates like that. TVs don't even depreciate like that. That's like getting the depreciation on this phone. So that's why I'm saying it's such a killer deal. Break it on down. The 6S with 128 gigabytes for $150. Now, with that deal, you don't have to buy the plan. You end up getting the phone for about $120. So you can't do promo codes in Walmart. You can only do that online. So it really is just a killer deal. A 6S with 128 gigabytes for about $120. Alright. I guess I've said enough. I've talked about iPhones enough, I guess. There are things I don't like about Apple. Like, they are high. When they first come out with stuff, their prices are way up there. And I don't typically buy stuff when it's brand new like that. But I splurged a couple times. So when they took away the headphone jack, that ticked me off. Because that's just a money grab, and they're going to sell you wireless earbuds for $200. That is ridiculous that they got rid of the headphone jack. But anyway, at least they provided the little lightning connector headphones. But I'm not getting AirPods until they're like $30. I'll get them for like $30. But I'm not spending over $100 for some earphones. No thank you. Alright, so that's some cheap phones from Walmart. I gave you the rundown. Thank you for watching.